1901 Peter O'Connor sets the first World Athletics recognized long jump world record of 24 ft 11.75 in 7.6137 m, a record that would stand for 20 years. 1906 Persian Constitutional Revolution. Muzaffar ad-Din Shah Qajar, King of Iran, agrees to convert the government to a constitutional monarchy. 1914 World War I. The German minelayer SS Königin Louise lays a minefield about 40 miles, 64 km, off the Thames estuary, Lowestoft. She is intercepted and sunk by the British light cruiser HMS Amphion. 1914 World War I. The guns of Point Nepean Fort at Port Phillip Heads in Victoria, Australia, fire across the bows of the Norddeutscher Lloyd steamer SS Pfalz, which is attempting to leave the port of Melbourne in ignorance of the declaration of war, and she is detained. This is said to be the first Allied shot of the war. 1914 In Cleveland, Ohio, the first electric traffic light is installed. 1916 World War I. Battle of Romani. Allied forces, under the command of Archibald Murray, defeat an attacking Ottoman army under the command of Friedrich Freiherr Kress von Kressenstein, securing the Suez Canal and beginning the Ottoman retreat from the Sinai Peninsula. 1925 Plaid Cymru is formed with the aim of disseminating knowledge of the Welsh language that is at the time in danger of dying out. 1926 Harry Houdini performs his greatest feat, spending 91 minutes underwater in a sealed tank before escaping. 1939 The 13 Roses. 13 female members of the Unified Socialist Youth are executed by Francoist forces in Madrid, Spain. 1940 World War II. The Soviet Union formally annexes Latvia. 1944 World War II. At least 1,104 Japanese POWs in Australia attempt to escape from a camp at Cowra, New South Wales. 545 temporarily succeed but are later either killed, commit suicide, or are recaptured. 1944 World War II. Polish insurgents liberate a German labor camp, Gesiałka, in Warsaw, freeing 348 Jewish prisoners. 1944 World War II. The Nazis begin a week-long massacre of between 40,000 and 50,000 civilians and prisoners of war in Wola, Poland. 1949 In Ecuador, an earthquake destroys 50 towns and kills more than 6,000. 1957 American Bandstand. A show dedicated to the teenage baby boomers, by playing the songs and showing popular dances of the time, debuts on the ABC television network. 1960 Burkina Faso, then known as Upper Volta, becomes independent from France. 1962 Apartheid. Nelson Mandela is jailed. He would not be released until 1990. 1962 American actress Marilyn Monroe is found dead at her home from a drug overdose. 1963 Cold War. The United States, the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union sign the Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. 1964 Vietnam War. Operation Pierce Arrow. American aircraft from carriers USS Ticonderoga and USS Constellation bomb North Vietnam in retaliation for strikes against U.S. destroyers in the Gulf of Tonkin. 1965 The Indo-Pakistani War of 1965 begins as Pakistani soldiers cross the line of control dressed as locals. 1966 A group of Red Guards at Experimental High in Beijing, including Deng Rong and Lu Pingping, daughters of Deng Xiaoping and Lu Shaoqi respectively, beat the deputy vice principal, Bian Zhongyun, to death with sticks after accusing her of counter-revolutionary revisionism, producing one of the first fatalities of the Cultural Revolution. 1969 The Lonesome Cowboys police raid occurs in Atlanta, Georgia, leading to the creation of the Georgia Gay Liberation Front. 1971 The first Pacific Islands Forum, then known as the South Pacific Forum, is held in Wellington, New Zealand, with the aim of enhancing cooperation between the independent countries of the Pacific Ocean. 1973 Mars 6 is launched from the USSR. 1974 Vietnam War. The U.S. Congress places a $1 billion limit on military aid to South Vietnam. 1974 Watergate Scandal. President Richard Nixon, under orders of the U.S. Supreme Court, releases the "smoking gun" tape, recorded on June 23, 1972, clearly revealing his actions in covering up and interfering investigations into the break-in. His political support vanishes completely. 1979 In Afghanistan, Maoists undertake the Bala Hissar uprising against the Leninist government. 1981 President Ronald Reagan fires 11,359 striking air traffic controllers who ignored his order for them to return to work. 1984, a Biman Bangladesh Airlines Fokker F-27 Friendship crashes on approach to Zia International Airport, in Dhaka, Bangladesh, killing all 49 people on board. 1995 Yugoslav Wars. The city of Nin, Croatia, a significant Serb stronghold, is taken by Croatian forces during Operation Storm. The date is celebrated in Croatia as Victory Day. 2003, a car bomb explodes in the Indonesian capital of Jakarta outside the Marriott Hotel, killing 12 and injuring 150.